Alright, so in this one, we're going to be going over what is most likely / possibly coming to Legends tonight, because Legends tweeted out this image, and it is basically 3 shapes. I guess you could call them squares, but then they kind of pertain to another shape on the character they're meant to maybe be on. I assume, right? These are all assumptions. We don't actually know what's actually coming 100%. And then a circle with a dink on it, basically, or a crush in it, right? That bottom right corner has like a crush spot. So, what could this mean? Now, everyone's speculating, oh, got Destruction Topo, got the circle, got the 2 shapes, got the big shape. I guess you call them diamonds, but obviously the image is squares, not diamonds, but whatever. Now, my tinfoil hat theory of, oh, I guessed LF Goten's gonna Zenkai, I guessed Kamikula was coming, his Zenkai, I kind of guessed Majub, I iffy guessed Majub, right? Like, you could have said I did guess him or didn't guess him. It's all up to you, but I'm just going to say I guessed them because why not? I've guessed pretty much a lot of recent things, and I think this could be accurate. Now, do I wholeheartedly believe what I'm about to show you? I could, but we're going to get into it, then get into the game and explain what they could be, for every team, and what they actually could do for this meta, which kind of needs what I'm going to explain, so I really hope I'm actually correct. Belmod. So, why Belmod? So if you don't know, these shapes, circle, diamond, 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 basically, circle, diamond, 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 basically, same exact thing as Topo, right? Margarita has the same exact thing, the Universe 11, right? It's Universe 11. Universe 11 Angel has the same exact thing. All 3 of them have their same exact symbols. I believe if not every god or angel has that, it's each individual universe has separate shapes and symbols to represent them. So I believe just Universe 7 or Universe 11 rather has this circle, diamond, diamond, then big diamond, right? So Belmod. Now look, you might say, how the fuck would they even put him in? He has no attacks. Duh. Let me explain. So why Belmod? Well, how did they put in Vados? They stole Whis' moves. Vados' green card is Whis' green card. The rewind thing to Resurrection F. I don't know why I did that. Like, the tapping the staff, that's why. And then the strikes and blast, blast are pretty basic. I'm pretty sure it's Whis'. Strikes, I think it's similar to Whis', but it's just an extension of it from, like, when he was training Goku and Vegeta in Resurrection F, or something similar. And then the blue card, it's just a generic thing. And I think she actually does throw a type of blast in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. I'm not sure entirely. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember it, obviously. But it's all basic, generic shit that she has. And Belmod can just be a copy-paste of Beerus. Now, they could also do a thing where it's manga stuff. Now, in the manga, Belmod fought everyone. It was an exhibition match of all the Gods of Destructions, and Belmod was fighting Beerus, I believe, more than anyone. Then he has moves that he does. They all do moves, right? With that, you can get his moveset from there. Dokkan has done something similar, where they got, I believe it was AGL Zamasu. He has a move from the manga that he never did in the show. And then I think, LF, or Legendary Rare, I don't know why I said Legendary Rare. LR Rose, the Int one, also has a move kind of similar to that. I don't think it's completely from the manga, but it's enough to where you're like, oh my god, I never saw that move in the show before. Or you just don't remember it, right? So, they could do that, kind of copy-paste this guy with Beerus' moveset. It wouldn't be hard. Champa is kind of similar. What did he really do to get his moves? He did these balls shits that he got during the Universe 7 versus Universe 6 tournament when he was angry at, like, hitting all of them for, like, talking back at him. And he got the ball shits. He didn't even throw them. He just had them ready in his hand. Okay. He does generic slow punches because he's fat. I get it. Haha. Big fat joke. Love it. And then he does a scream. Buhan does a scream. Champa does a scream. Super Boo does a scream. Gotenks does a scream. Like, that's not something unique to a character, right? Belmod could easily get just 2 generic ha throwing ki blast shits. Normal blast starts like that, and then strikes that are probably a mix of Champa and Beerus together, because Belmod is weaker than Beerus, but Champa's weaker than Belmod, so it'd be like a mix of their attacks, I guess. Kind of sluggish, but then a little bit quick, because he's a skinny jester at this point. I don't know. I could see that. Maybe an Ultimate wouldn't exist. Again, this is going to be an All-Star banner, so I wouldn't expect all these units have ultimate. I would expect Kale and Caulifla, which, by the way, are coming from this banner. Like, that's the reason they're, like, doing this. Because they're trying to tease who else is coming. They're not going to get an all-star banner that's going to have only one new unit. Like, that's not going to happen for an all-star. That won't happen on any foreseeable banner. Even LF banners, there is always an extreme, which these last two extremes, Jiren and Goku, have been kind of top-notch. If you guys don't have EX Jiren, I would say he's not worth summoning for, but when you get him, Z-power him. He is better than Goku. I've just felt like that's a fact at this point after running them both at 7 stars. I know, very off topic, but I mean, kind of on topic because USS, right? But look, I've had him one-shot FSK with a blue card. I know blue beats red. I get it. Ha ha ha. Funny joke. Good joke. Well, this man goes neutral 4 times for 20 counts total. So, yeah. Heals, supports, lowers sub count, and tanks. So, just Jiren things. But nonetheless, if you do have him, get him up in stars. If you don't have him, hopefully pull him soon from whenever he returns. Because I think Goku, right? Goku returned 2 banners after his release, maybe even 1 banner after his release. I really hope EX Jiren gets the same treatment for myself and for you guys to pull such a great unit to fuck FSK. And maybe if this new unit is red, fuck that new unit because they'll be God Key, right? Obviously, if it's Belmod, God Key, Topo, God Key, Margarita, God Key, whoever it is. So, to go into other stuff, more or less what their colors would mean and what this would mean to the entire game. Firstly, to look at one thing. I am doing this little, I guess, joke, right? I don't think it's actually going to get there. 100 likes on this tweet. I'll Z-power the Super Saiyan 4 Goku to 6 stars. Why not? Fuck it. You guys want to do it, go for it. I don't really give a shit. It's more of a joke. I think it actually will get to 100, but if it does, I don't care. New Super CC dropped, so I used my last one on this Goku to get him to 3 stars, or to 4 stars rather, from 3 stars. Then I'm just going to waste the next one. I don't really... It's Super CC. It'll come back every month. We get 600 Z power every month. I mean, it's not hard to get LF Z power, so I wouldn't give a shit. And honestly, on a side note, I could see this guy getting a Zenkai, honestly, within the year of 2022. And we are fast approaching 2022, so... I don't know. I wouldn't be so against putting Z power into this guy. So if you guys want to, go for it. At 100, I will do it. You know, whatever. Fuck. I don't go back on my words, so... Yeah, you guys want to, go for it. Now, to look at, basically, Legends. Now, what would that mean? If I look at God Key, right? Well, I get... let's look at... Yeah, God Key. I was going to say USS, but let's look at God Key. So, to look at God Key here, what do they want? Now, a green would be ideal. Straight up, we just have an LF, we have Vados, and we have another LF. Both these LFs are mid compared to Vados. Obviously, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and LF Beerus. They're just mid compared to Vados. There's no arguing that. There's no disputing that. It's just straight up facts. You can't argue it. They're both mid. Vados is a crutch. Vados isn't necessarily good, right? She's good because other units make her usability higher. Now, what I mean is, Revival Goku, if he didn't exist, Vados wasn't going to be as used as much as, let's say, Super Saiyan Blue Zenkai 7 Goku. If Gogeta Blue didn't exist, who just wants to heal, then Vados wouldn't be as used as much. If we had, let's say, no Gogeta Blue and we had Revival Goku, you would most likely run Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, because he's better than God Vegeta, and then maybe, well, to color synergize, you would run a green, but let's say you don't want to run Vados, right? You'd run maybe Corrupted Zamasu, or maybe Purple Vegeta Blue, because that's a full blast-based team, makes Vegeta stronger, gives buffs to Vegeta with key recovery and damage instead of actual key. You could build more separate teams without Vados existing. Now, if this is a God Key unit, whether it be God Topo, Belmod, or Margarita, it would benefit this team, but I just don't know if it would replace what this team has, because... Look, Gogeta Blue is going to age like fine wine. Like, straight up, Gogeta Blue will not age badly. It's more that you need Vados to age out. Now, Vados won't age well, right? That's the thing. But it's also that that'll take time more than units to replace her. It'll more be in the sense of, okay, she'll age out once other tags power creep her. Not necessarily her own tag trying to get rid of her. So, like, if this Topo is a support unit or a defense unit, well, you need goddamn great support to replace Vados. If he's a defense unit, well, you kind of have Revival Goku or Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Blue Goku who's already filling that role. They would have to make this next unit, who is going to be God Key, because it's just a fact, this next unit will be God Key. They have to make them, I mean, not Gohan or Super Saiyan 3 Goku level, but I mean, goddamn close. I'm serious with that too. They have to make them really close to that level to replace Vados, because it's just that you won't run this new unit. One, because you'll be a low stars, whoever it is, because it's a new unit, even though it'll be an all-star banner, so you could get the 6 stars from, you know, the missions and all that. If you just pull them once and then use Z-Power with a little bit of your own, you get the 6 stars. That's great. Well, most people that run Vados have her at least 9 stars to 14 stars. She's been around every million other banners. She's always around. So it's like, as much as I want them to be green, it's like, will you even compete if you're green? I mean, in the future, I guarantee you they'll compete. But it's either they make them green and they work well with 1 or 2 niche units, like more of a strike-based support type green unit. So they work well with like Zamasu, and then you have Purple LF Rose, then they kind of all mesh well together. That'd be the only niche where this green would work, but then still, you still have Vados, who's just better, right? The better God Key would be a Blast-based God Key with, I mean, well, Blast/Strike-based with Super Saiyan Blue Goku or Revival Goku, then Gogeta Blue and Vados. It's more Strike and Blast mixed, compared to a more Strike-based God Key with Zamasu and Rose. It would be LF dependent, obviously, because they're both LFs, and then Star heavy. I don't know. I could see it happening. I just, as much as I want a green, I know this green wouldn't replace Vados. It's just not possible at the current point of the meta right now. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'll be fucking glad to be wrong, but I don't see it. To look at other colors for this tag, purple, I mean, purple needs it, right? Purple VB isn't good. Like, he's okay. He's not good. He'll never impress you like a Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Blue Goku will. He just can't. He can't do that. That guy can 1v3 very easily. Purple VB, he can do... He's a worse Super Saiyan Bardock because he doesn't give the buffs of Super Saiyan Bardock, but he gets the unique of Super Saiyan Bardock with his ultimate. But that's the best comparison I can make to him. I personally barely run him because he has no value to me. He doesn't offer enough support, enough damage, enough anything to be of value to really anyone that has him. Even at 6 stars, which most units are pretty comfortable at 6 stars nowadays, he just isn't one of those units. Continuing purple, they really don't have anything. I mean, you have Rose, but again, he wants to be on more... Because he buffs Powerful Opponent God Key, right? So that would be... Or Future, whatever it is. Powerful Opponent or God Key Future, whatever. Whatever. He buffs Villain God Key, essentially. That's what he wants. Right? So he wants Merge Zamasu. He wants these villain-esque or at least powerful opponent units with him so he can actually buff them. And he's just not optimal on our normal God Key setup. He just doesn't flow, right? He works best on powerful opponent and strike-based future, which these 2 tags are not going to get buffed with this new unit. So, yeah. Then you have purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, who's an okay support, but he flows better on future Vegeta family. Then the other purples are just dead. I mean, MUI Goku. Look, you guys can gas him up and say he does well. I don't think so. I think his damage is subpar. I think he has fallen off very heavily. They gave him very low stats because they were scared of his unique Vanishing Gauge. When it turns out that learning it did not take as much skill as they probably intended it did, because you really don't struggle against that unless you're playing like a god, but most UI Goku players just backfloat and wait, okay, I'm getting my Vanish back by backfloating with my unique Vanish Gauge so they can't hit me. That's cool, but you know, what happens when you get one-shotted by, I don't know, Blue Vegito here, and then he does a blue card? Because that's possible, right? UI Goku's super squishy. I don't think he's very good. So, purple would be good for God Key at least. Green would be good for God Key at least now. Well, I keep saying it'd be good. It would be best, but it wouldn't probably replace Vados. I hope it does, but I don't think it will. Blue, you got Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Rebel Goku. If he's blue, he's gonna go on a Universe Rival Saga or Rival Universe. He ain't going on this team. That's just straight up. He might not even go on Rival Universe because EX Jiren would honestly replace most units that even go on that tag. So blue, hope he's not blue because he does not go on God Key, the main tag, and these sub tags. He just would get whitewashed as well. Yellow and then red. Red I see possible for God Key. Now USS / Rival Universe doesn't want that because Bergamo's still great. Like, I will gas Bergamo till the day I die because he has all uncancelable buffs, his green card, everything about him I just love wholeheartedly, and I think he will age perfectly. But red makes sense for God Key because what do they have? They have Zamasu. Well, corrupted Zamasu, I guess. I mean, well, that's a good option. It's an LF, and that's kind of where God Key was before Vados. They only had 2 green units to pick from, and it was 2 LFs. And now we're in that situation with red God Key, and I mean, I can see it. I think it would be the best color, because again, he's not going to replace Vados if he's green. I mean, again, it could be even Margarita at this point, but they're not going to replace Vados if they're green. It's just not feasible. It's not a thing that's going to happen. So red, while it isn't the ideal color, because Bergamo really isn't going to be replaced, especially because you probably have him high stars, it's best for God Key, which is the main tag. So red is a good option. And then, what else didn't I go over? Yellow. Gogeta Blue is not getting replaced. Evolution Blue Vegeta is not getting replaced because one's a strike, one's blast-based build. And then God Vegeta is your third option. Then Champa is a pretty good fourth option. You really can't replace anyone on God Key if he's yellow. He's just dead on arrival then. So it's more or less green God Key. He's 99% chance dead on arrival because, well, Vados, you can't neglect her. He's just Vados, yeah. Yellow would be dead on arrival because there's 4 better than God Key units, maybe 3 because Champa would probably be outclassed, but at least 4 for now. He's not replacing either LFs, guarantee you that. Red is best color for God Key. Blue, no. Blue, he's dead on arrival. And then purple. Purple would be good. It's just that I don't want purple hit replaced. Apologize, there's background noise, by the way. I love to hear it. To look at Rival Universe, though, why I'm talking about purple hit so much is because of that. I don't want purple hit replaced. I very much love purple hit. My fucking video yesterday was me saying he's one of my favorite units. I suck him off to heaven and back, and it doesn't make sense to replace him so quickly. They haven't replaced the unit as quickly as another unit releasing on top of them in pretty much months, right? Like, when was the last time a unit got replaced very quickly on release? Like, Gogeta Blue to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is an argument, but that's not even, like, a solid Vegeta's better. Like, Gogeta Blue is still, in my opinion, better, and if he's not better, then they're equal to, right? Vegeta is not better, he's equal to, at least for now, because he doesn't have his best partner, like Gogeta Blue does. They haven't done that, where they replace a unit not pretty close, but on the money of where their release was, and Hit came out, I mean, what? Right before Anniversary, a few banners before Anniversary. Like, they wouldn't replace him, in my opinion. Again, green, Kaba just came out. Like, we just got his Zenkai. Like, I don't know. I don't see it happening. Purple for this team. Again, you have Hit and Caulifla there. I just don't see it happening. Red is probably most likely then. Thinking about it, yeah. This unit's going to be on Rival Universe, 1000%, with Kale and Caulifla. And they're yellow. Color-wise, blue or green would make sense, right? Because obviously yellow is covered by blue, and then green with Kaba would be covered, well, or by the new unit, would be covered by Kale and Caulifla. Green or blue would make the most sense. And I don't see green getting a new unit. We just got Kaba Zenkai. I see red or blue happening. Because look, the last unit we got for God Key was Zamasu, 3rd anniversary, a couple months ago. Then, last unit we got for Rival Universe, Bergamo. Well, Dispo, actually, because he came out with UI Goku Black Friday. Almost a year ago. Yeah, wow. And then a blue unit on this team. EX Jiren, but it's an EX. I don't think they constitute that, but he would just be dead on arrival if he's blue. I guess red. Like, logically speaking, this new unit, let's say it's God Topa, for example. I don't know. Maybe it is. This God Topa would be red. There's no other color that would really make sense to when they release other characters, because we just got a green Zenkai. We got purple hit pretty recently. Vados will not be replaced. Yellow, I can't say yellow because of God Key, right? God Key doesn't allow yellow to be an option for this unit. It's too strong on God Key already, and we just got like 3 or 4 yellows back to back to back to back, disregarding EX Jiren, obviously. Yeah, this guy has to be red. There's actually no guessing. This has to be a red unit, or they're most likely dead on arrival on at least one of these two teams. If they're red, they're thriving on both God Key and Rival Universe. But if they're not red, they're dead somewhere. Maybe... Yeah, green, they're still dead because Vados. Even if Kaba's not that good, Vados still kills this unit. And you're not going to run them if they're green. You're just not going to run this new character if they're green. That's just it. Yeah, it kind of has to be a red unit. Wow. Okay, I didn't think I'd be so conclusive about this, but red makes no sense. Purple could happen, in my opinion, because they could replace Hit. Again, I don't want them to, but I do see it possible. Purple could happen, but red is the most obvious thing. We haven't got a new red Rival Universe or God Key unit in a hot minute. And same thing with kind of purple. I mean, we got 3rd anniversary, once again, purple VB. And then we got Hit here. But that's it. This has to be a red goddamn unit. Huh. Watch it be a blue. If it's a blue, oh, I feel bad for God Key. Because they're not gaining anything, right? God Key wants a red or a new green. Rival Universe. What do they want, actually? Rival Universe wants a new green because no one wants... people want to run Vados, it's just that she's unbalanced and really a liability to the game. I guess they want a red because I guess both teams want a red. I don't know. I think red is the most possible thing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys think it is. Again, I personally think it is God Topo, but I do see a scenario where it could be 4 new units. Kale and Caulifla, who are obviously yellow. God Topo, Belmod, Margarita, all in the same All-Star banner. I do think that's a possible scenario. If not Margarita, then just put God Topo and Belmod. Also, Topo, if he's starting out with that image, right? Let's say it is Topo, and it's starting out with that image of him in the God Destruction form because of the symbols. He's not going to be like a revival unit or anything. He's going to be just Topo, like God Destruction. He won't be base, then dies, revivals, kind of like, not like exactly how the show went, but where he got basically manslaughtered by Frieza, and then boom, he went God Destruction mode because he gave up justice, whatever the fuck, Topo things, right? So he's not going to be like a revival. He's going to be just God Destruction Topo. He's not, don't worry if you're scared of God Key now. Like, he's not going to be another revival unit for that team. They have enough. They don't need more, right? It's kind of like hybrids. They have enough. They don't need more. They could use a red. A green they don't need, but they could use a suitable replacement to get rid of the cancer of what the green is. But even then, even if this guy is green, again, he most likely won't replace Vados, and then you could still run that Gogeta Blue and Vados combo nonetheless, and just have this guy be irrelevant. And they don't want a fucking Dragon Ball Super character to be irrelevant, right? They're releasing them because they want people to spend money. That's how that works. Kale and Caulifla, they could get all the simps to come in to spend their money, and then boom, Topo gets the fucking God Key enjoyers to come in and spend their money. But hey, let me know what you guys think of what's coming. Again, I could easily see this being a 3-unit All-Star banner with Belmod. That's just me personally. I don't know. I know nothing. I have no inside information. I am very dumb. I'm just guessing, which is how this always works. But yeah, I can see that happening. If you guys disagree, let me know. If you guys think something else is coming pertaining to this, maybe Garlic Jr. for some reason, because that's always a video I see put up. Let me know. And yeah, what's your thoughts on what's coming? And what color do you want to see for Rival Universe, USS, and God Key, because that's what this unit will be. Rival Universe, USS, God Key. No matter what of the 3 it is, it'll be one of those. It'll be all 3 of those tags. So, what color do you want to see? Again, purple and red seems the ideal pick for these units. But hey, if it's green, dead on arrival. Blue, dead on arrival. And let's see. I'll see you guys in the next one.